Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to day 13 of a daily walk through Proverbs for men. And our topic for today is taking time to ask. And our lead verse comes from First Chronicles chapter 5, verse 20. He granted their requests because they trusted in him. He granted their requests because they trusted in him. So it seems like we need to make some type of connection to God, and that's actually going to be through prayer. Let's take a look at the daily walk words. Sometimes, amid the demands and the frustrations of everyday life, we forget to slow ourselves down long enough to talk with God. Is that you? I know sometimes it's definitely me. Instead of turning our thoughts and prayers to Him, we rely upon our own resources. Instead of praying for strength and courage, we seek to manufacture it within ourselves. Instead of asking God for guidance, we depend only upon our own limited wisdom. The results of such behaviors are unfortunate and, on occasion, tragic. Um, I know that life can be so distracting and so busy. Just think about it, from Monday through Friday when we're going to work or going to school. There's just so much we got to get accomplished in a day that there's just not enough time. I know some folks who are all actually punching in on the clock. They can't wait for the time to get over. And then some of us who don't punch in, it just seems like there's so much work to do. It's like there's not enough time to get some things done. But uh, it's really important that we challenge ourselves to slow down and set apart some time during the day to make sure we make that connection with God. That we communicate with Him, and that we ask Him, to help us with strength, with guidance, with decisions, with our health, with protection, whatever it is that we need. He has already instructed us in His Word to knock, to seek, and to ask, and He will give us the desires of our heart. So please, slow down, find some time, and make sure that we connect with God. And it's a great saying that I heard is prayer is connecting to God. And for some of us who also fast on occasion, fasting is disconnecting from the world. So just taking that time to just step back, and try to disconnect from something that's always pulling us, to go in another direction. It goes on to read, "Are you in need? Ask God to sustain you. Are you troubled? Take your worries to Him in prayer. Are you weary? Seeks God's strength. In all things, great or small, seek God's wisdom and His grace. He hears your prayers and He will answer. All you must do is ask." And that's so comforting to know that we have a friend in Jesus, all our needs and grief and sins to bear. Um, what a privilege it is to carry everything to Him in prayer. That's just a burden or a weight just lifted off of our shoulders that we can, ask Him. We can take all of our needs to Him in prayer, and to also know that He hears us and He will answer us. And there's an old song from an R&B group back in the day, Mr. Telephone Man, "There's Something Wrong with My Line." I think it's appropriate here because I'm a big Sprint fan because of the unlimited package that it has, as far as unlimited minutes, unlimited data, and all that good stuff. It's funny because I'm actually paying them for that service, so it's not free. But just the thought that I can make as many calls, be on my phone, consuming data and not worrying, going over and being penalized. Just think of God, think of Jesus as being an unlimited source, and it's a free service. We don't get charged to just ask Him, to go to Him in prayer. Regardless of how long we pray, how many times in the day that we reach out to Him, knowing that we have unlimited minutes forever is great. So just think of prayer. Just think of that as having an unlimited data unlimited talk, unlimited internet, whatever it is that we have with God, and really being able to take it to Him in prayer. Our daily walk through Proverbs actually comes from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 1. Here's our word to the wise: better a dry crust with peace than a house full of feasting with strife. So the key takeaway there is it's better to have peace in your life. It's better to have, quiet. It's better to have harmony than having a house full of where everyone is have abundance and food and all that stuff, but yet there's a lot of tension and fighting and and just chaos within that house. So it's better to kind of have some things are disconnecting, and not having everything that you think you need or want, and having peace within and having peace in your life versus having all of those worldly things or all of those things that we think we may need or want, but yet having a lot of strife, contention, you know, and fighting. So that's our word for the wise today, Proverbs 17, verse 1. Until I see you guys tomorrow, be blessed and enjoy your Saturday. Peace.